Ba-ba-bang. We are clear coating the red. Clear coating the red. It's gonna become ultra shiny. I think I'll play it safe and only clear coat one side, and then we might be clear coating the length of the cane too. Let's see. Tasty tea. I'm having some chai tea. That's we clear coat. Gonna be painting on an invisible coat, so we gotta be mindful about where it's going on. I think I should be able to see it though, with enough lighting, which my room doesn't have enough lighting. Really feels like there's not enough light. I had to do a little bit of patchwork. There had to do some sanding and some patchwork. Okay. Clear coat, clear coat. What you gonna do? You're gonna clear coat. look at that. It looks like... Huh. Let's move what I'm not gonna use today so it doesn't confuse me. No confusions today. No, I didn't close the lid. I didn't close the lid that tightly. Is maybe concerning. Feels like I've heard this before, and it's totally not my vibe. Ew, it's very soft today. I'm feeling like I'm probably best to leave it down flat until it dries significantly enough. Clear coating is truly invisible. This looks super thick. think some red paint has actually rubbed off. Wonder if that's gonna kind of act as some blending. Hey Ariel Blue, welcome back. I'm applying a clear coat onto the red. Wish I had more lighting in my room. I don't know if I can get more sunlight to come through. It's already sun's up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I had showed him the length of the shaft, a comparison of one side being not clear coated and the other side was or is. In fact, those two sides are connected, can be connected. So you can see there is a difference. You can see I showed it to him like this. I showed it to him like this. Where on one side, if you look at the light, it does a better job of reflecting the white light or some kind of light from my ceiling. It's more like sharper, right? Because it has the this has the clear coat. Whereas without it, it's a semi-gloss by the paint's definition. So the clear coat does help with evening out the blacks. The sort of slight patchy black that only I would see close up. I think I'm quite decided that I'm going with the clear coat for the rest of the black areas. I think the polished looks more like an actual cane. I think your typical cane, I don't know for sure. I think your typical cane would be polished, right? Whereas this is just kind of like, yes, it does kind of, you know, more so absorb the light. It's a little more matte. You can see, kind of see defects on it a little more. I mean, this is not without defects either. In fact, clear coat can kind of expose, like, do a better job of exposing like the little specks. I don't know if you can see like the little specks, but nobody will be really looking that close. So when you're at a convention and you're farther away, you kind of want the light to, I think you kind of want the light to catch people's attention, give it that more polished look, rather than here's a pipe that's been painted black, you know. It was just a plastic pipe. Yeah. Of course, there is well, these two are obviously different now, but when they were the same, I would say you have to be even farther away to not see the that there's a seam between these two segments. Let's see if I like this side. These two sides are not clear coated, right? You gotta be, I guess, on camera. It's not so bad, but there's the seam. You gotta be even a little farther away to see that and these are separate pieces. So now, regardless of the black length of the cane, I had always had in mind that I would clear coat this red, because this red is kind of on the kind of crimson blood red, and I don't know how to make it I don't know how to make it a brighter, poppier red. I tried adding the tiniest bit of white and it became like a lipstick pink. Now there may be other paint lines I'll provide, other reds, but I'm used to this paint brand, especially when it comes to brush painting. Used to this one, so I'm not ready to go exploring that far. If I do, it could happen, you know, maybe in the future. In the future, it's not impossible to strip away this paint. If I'm crazy, it's not impossible to strip away this paint and then try with a completely different brand of red. But yeah, because of my desire to kind of want a brighter red, that's also why I'm like, okay, I'm definitely clear coating it. I'm definitely clear coating it so that it can be as shiny as possible. And clear coating also acts as a protection for the colored paint. And one of those hits may be like a bit of wet sanding or polish, like literally using polish compound. From what I've seen on YouTube, it has some pretty amazing results for how simple it is. That seems like a very grandma or Gen X thing. Although I've never seen my parents polish anything. But back in the day, when people took care of their things, like even just like a table lamp, not that they make things like that now, they would polish their things. Right? They would polish their things. Maybe the equivalent these days is using Mr. Clean Eraser and Swooper Sweeper. So yeah, a clear coat. Oh, there's still a lot more clear coat here. I don't want to move it much. Maybe it's okay if I just do a flip. If I'm just gonna do a flip and then clear coat. I just wanna avoid any chance of like running drippage. This feels very, I don't know, maybe I need to like add a little more. Ooh. Let me see. I think I literally need to shine like a light on it because my room, the light in my room just sucks. Where is my handy dandy flashlight. A super bright light. It makes everything look like darkness. Holy shiny. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, yeah, let's do it. Oh man, Adam, I'm gonna make it shiny. I'm gonna make it very shiny, Adam. Gonna give it that shiny, clear-coated, premium look. Gonna try my best to make it as close to looking as if it was metallic or something. I guess is the idea. It's gonna reflect light and catch people's eyes. I lived long enough with muted colors. And you see Welt's character wears a lot of black and gray. It does have silvery, like mirror silvery little accessories on him, like the chains and the circle thingies. The thing on his neck is a mirror silver finish. Did I show you the other Welt cosplayers I saw last year? I mean, I don't have them high res or anything. Especially, I don't know, last year's. I want to improve the live stream somehow. But I'm not sure. It could have been like a lack of strong signal. This Comic-Con stream looked pretty good. I just haven't. I should have made like more technical notes about like what I did for each. What did I do exactly for each stream? Yeah, let me show you. And I can't help but compare a little bit You know, there's no ill intent. We compare Eurovision songs, right? I'm just gonna DM you if that's okay. I think it'd be pretty cool anyway to be like to meet some other Welt Yangs, because I've never approached any of these cosplayers. That was, so I sent you that one. That's the first one I came across. I didn't really get a good shot of him. He was busy taking a photo of another one of his friends. And then there's another. Look, this, I think both of them had a cane, but not as crazy. And the hair, I think the wig is gonna be like I can tell I already burned more money for the costume, but the I think the wig, man, is gonna also play like a big part. So for these two fellows, like they didn't do the whole, like, you know, the top of Welt's head, there's kind of like a triangle there, right? You know what I mean? There must be like a word for it. Not really a triangle, but there's a part. There's one side where it's raised, and to me it sort of like makes that kind of like roof effect. And so yeah, like this one. It's like this one. I think the wig is going to be a big play here. Cowlick? Yeah. That sounds like a term that would make sense, yeah. So the cowlick, and then also like his ears are exposed, right? They're not covered by long hair. And so I made sure to be like, yeah, you gotta be able to see my ears. You can see Welt's ears. If you can't see your ears, then you're just putting a mop on your head. And I didn't want just like a mop on my head. It has to be, I learned that it has to be, like, even accuracy aside, the wig has to be trimmed to fit the frame of your face, whatever your face shape is. So even if you don't have a sharp face like Welt does, the wig still needs to frame the face correctly, is what I learned. I gotta applaud the second guy though. He's wearing some really nice shoes. I don't have any nice shoes like that yet. I need shoes that are kind of dressy but able to walk 10,000 steps for 3 days. For each of the 3 days, walk 10,000 steps. So I did ask a good friend who knows a lot about that kind of stuff. And she told me to look into Geox shoes. They are dress looking, and she said they have like the air bubble underneath. Right? Like, people do notice shoes. It does play an important part. Can't just be random shoelace running. Can't be random like Nike shoes. Has to at least be a dress shoe. I mean, any dress shoe just has to be a dress shoe. I actually think his dress shoes, like, they don't look like regular dress shoes either. They're not they don't match Welt Yang, but I feel like they look like dress shoes for maybe another cosplay this guy has. It almost looks like it has a cross on it, which reminds me of like, kind of reminds me of like Archer, maybe. Let me check Archer. Archer from Fate Night's Day, because he has like this whole like red getup and a cross thing going. Archer, Fate's Day Night or Fate Night's Day. Let me see. Does he have shoes like that? Yeah, I said Fate, yeah. There was a collab. I mean, there's still a collab. It's like an ongoing forever collab with Fate. Where you can at any time spend your jades to pull Archer. Saber was also a banner pull. I think she was a limited banner pull. I'm sure they have their own game. I'm talking about there was a collab. There was a crossover with Honkai Star Rail. They even did their own kind of like what you call it, the tournament thing. Yeah, the game did reuse existing areas to tell like a collab crossover side story, but it was pretty fitting at the time. This was several months ago when Honkai Star was doing the Amphorius chapter, which has a very Roman or Greek kind of theme to it, to that world. And so these characters, actually 3 characters appeared. 3 characters made an appearance. Saber, Archer, and another character that had like blue hair or something. Here, I'll link this article so you can just see the artwork. This website looks reasonable, right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't Rin. It was another one of the champions or fighters, whatever you call them. At least as far as I know, it was... I think it was the guy with blue hair. He didn't really get artwork, I don't think, but he was there. Lancer? I think it was Lancer. Yeah. Let's see, here's the image address. Yeah, it's this is from Reddit. This is So yeah, he was there, but he wasn't a character that players could pull. So he was there for adding to the crossover story. Let's see here. The Japanese dub.
間を渡り歩くギャンブラーの僕でも今回のドローはさすがに。
そうか、俺は結構気に入ってるぜ、あんたのサーバント。ルールを守るし、きちんとお互いの領分をわきまえてる。背中を任せる相手としては、あんたらみてえな腹に一物抱えた連中よりもよっぽど信頼できんだろう。
確かに素晴らしいサーバントのようだけど、君ピノコニーの歴史上の誰なのかな。
親愛なるマスター、この冗談のような世界と私に何かつながりがあるように見えるか。
どうやら彼も別の世界から来たようだ。君のサーバントと同じようにね。
こちらとしては安心したよ。この水星無視の派手な世界がかつて私がいた世界の未来ではないと知れて本当に良かった。
ロリポップがよそ者二人が揃って他の世界のやつを召喚するとはよ。なんだ、聖杯戦争って
Yep.
よそ者を差別でもしてんのか。
3機だ。他の世界から来たサーバントは3機いる。
奇遇だな、クフーリン。返り討ちにあって帰ってきたか。
顔を合わせるなり神名を口にすると。てめえ、礼儀ってもんを知らねえのか。
別に問題なかろう。この世界では誰も君や私のことなど聞いたこともないはずだ。無論エリンの名もクランの猛犬の異名もだ。
だがそれは俺たちがこの世界の英霊に対して不利な立場だってことを意味する。ここは奴らの世界だ。血のりがあるのは向こうだろうよ。
にしてもあんちゃんよ。
I don't remember what I watched, but it was boring. So maybe I started at the wrong place or something.
それがよ、あと少しでマスターを2人まとめて片付けられるってとこでアサシンがチャチャを入れやがってな。逃げられちまったのさ。その上灰色頭が召喚したのが他の世界の英霊で。
ベイビーが灰色頭だと。おいおい、あいつは味方だ。何してやがる。
お前がムカつく奴らを始末してこいって命令したんだろう。
今度会ったら誤解を解かねえとな。あ、待てよ。あいつの英霊もあんたらと同じで他の世界のっつったか。
そうだ、マスター。あれは俺たちのよく知るセイバーだ。
彼女がこれは
It's a long dialogue. Nature's Saber Ultimate. Voice lines. Oh, it's acting a little.
燃えたて騎士の魂よ。戦闘ですね。指示をマスター。我が剣を勝利へと導け。手強い警戒をマスター。治療感謝します。
Oh, why is her sword invisible?
食らえ。 光は星の希望。地を照らす命の証。見るがいい。エクスカイバー。エクスカイバー。聖剣解放。聖剣解放。
Two different lines for that ultimate.
マスター、まだ剣は折れていない。
すまないマスター。So, Ultimate Blade works and Zero are really good. The others are less interesting, even with the cooler characters. So those are the two. Blade, Unlimited Blade works and Zero. I'm trying to, well, I will definitely finish second season of Free Run before Anime North. Maybe there's some other stuff I should at least just kind of dabble in a bit before Anime North. Alright, let's take a look. It is still very much in the process of drying. I do notice that the clear coat, it takes longer to cure. So we'll carefully put that aside. Is it prequel? Gotcha. So if I watch Unlimited, and Zero, it will make sense to me. Like I don't need to watch any other stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna Zero first. Okay. Okay, cool. Good to know. There's two other animes on my mind as well. Or maybe more. Chainsaw Man. Have no idea of Chainsaw Man. What's it called? Hunter x Hunter, but I really feel like Hunter x Hunter is not like the art style. I feel like is not for me. But I'm gonna give it a try anyway. And then was it Dandadan? Gonna give that a try. Is it called Dandadan? And then there is something else that's slipping my mind. So those and the one that's slipping my mind are the ones that like multiple peoples around me have been telling me about. Oh, what about My Hero Academia? What is that one very cool? I also know nothing about it. And the other one I'm thinking about is I don't want to just like butcher up the name right now. Does it start with a J or a G? Anime. I literally cannot even remember. Does it start with a J or a G? Very popular, I think. I think it had a character with like white hair. Or close to white hair. Okay, so I want to clear coat these, but I don't want them rolling around. So how should we prevent the rolling of the round? With popsicle sticks. Oh yes, there are ads. There's also YouTube as well, if that helps. There's also the YouTube. Oh, I think I was accidentally posting on 2 different chats. There's also the YouTubes. Swore I had more popsicle sticks. I made this so... I do. So many popsicle sticks. Don't even remember how I have them. Maybe all of them are from ice creams I've eaten. Oh shoot. Even right now I got some clear coat here. Oh, that's nasty. Damn it, shouldn't have used that towel. Ah, well, I should have known better. There's a little bit of clear coat dripped onto the newspapers. And they added little blobs onto two separate segments, which I now have to try to remove. Yeah, and there's a little blob here, and then I tried to remove it. So that added some towel fibers. And some towel fibers, and then there's a little speck here. Somehow that sort of stripped away some of the black. Tiny setback. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Not sure what I'm looking at. I'm not sure if I'm looking at just stripped away paint or fibers from the towel. Either way, I'll just kind of sand it anyway. Yeah, seems like a smooth surface again. So yeah, I sanded it away. So I had to put a coat of black on it and see if it needs multiple black coats. Well, back to the black coating. Let's try something else here. Ugh. It is just a part of the process. Is all. I guess let's be doubly cautious. Okie dokie. Did I just hit the space bar or something? Just giving it some tracks. Do the chemistry. Bow, 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 bow. No biggie, you know? Probably keep that on anyway for the clear coating. Okie dokie. fixed. Now it just has to dry again. And that's how you do it. Although I still have black, I don't know, should I do something? Maybe a test spoon deserves some black. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of curious. So I didn't really coat this very well, but it did get a clear coat. I wonder what happens if I put the black on this clear coat. Does that kind of return it back to the semi-gloss? I'll do half. Interesting. These spoon tests, I realized, gave me a bit of an illusion that it's easy, because this spoon is like smooth to begin with. I wonder. So I have this red. Ooh, it lays on. This black lays on thick. It immediately hit the red. Single coat immediately hit the red. Look at that. It's the Do I have just a completely untouched spoon? There's so many of these used test spoons. Interesting. Alright, nice. Well, I used up the the remaining black I had on the palette for testing. At least I can do calligraphy. Alright, let's wash this brush again. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break and just eat this bread. This is called coconut bun. It has in Chinese, at least in my Hong Kongese, it has a different name. It doesn't really refer to coconut. And the literal translation of that Chinese name sounds more like chicken tail bun. I don't know what makes it a chicken tail. I guess it's one of those weird slang things that you just have to know the history. There's a bun that's called like wife bun. So BRB. Okie doke. Okie dokie. Oh, need to refill on the tea. The tea. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this will take a little bit to just dry and kind of blend in. It always looks kind of more glossy at first, and then it kind of sets in. So I'll put these aside. Put these aside, and then we can make the tough execute on the big decision to shinify this. Big decision that is pretty much made. Somehow, then actually inside I would need popsicle sticks that soon. All right. Where did my smaller yellow tape go? Am I the blind? I swear, things just like disappear on me. I hate that. It's like, where did it go? It was right here. I know it's under my nose. I'm gonna start looking at other places. Huh? Okay, found it. Oh, that was the... Just put some tape in this area to indicate that it's been done. Yeah, that's an interesting kind of view. I don't know if you can tell on camera how it's split down the middle. Shiny, not so shiny, shiny, not so shiny, shiny, Not so shiny. Trying to see if I can activate some of the black here. Let's see what makes sense here. Bum, 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 bum. protection. Okay, I want to try this side first. And make sure this doesn't roll around. Something like that. Should probably like expedite this process. I feel like I shouldn't add paint retarder unless I think it's gonna look stripy. Because I don't want it to like drip or something. I don't want it to drip. Plenty of clear. We got backup clear paint. BRB. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, replace this. clear coated a side, one side. I did have some clear coat touch the bit of the silver and just kind of rubbed it with my finger, and I did that because I did notice that just like in my test, it does kind of dull the silver part, so giving it a quick rub away brought it back, so I'm glad. Standing back, it does look it does look good. It does look like it's polished. Ooh. Yeah. Yep, I think that's it. I think that is it for today. Oh, I had my BRB. This whole time. Whoopsie. That happens with home streaming. Alright, let's wrap it up there. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. I always appreciate you guys. Have yourself a good rest of your evening. Maybe I'll be back with some vintage story. For those watching on YouTube, you can catch me on twitch.tv/HeroHarmony for my gaming streams. Otherwise, stay tuned on YouTube for all the convention related stuff.